Alright, hello everybody, RAPTall back here with another battle. This time my opponent is going to be DFrog. This is an RU battle team I've been using. I can't remember if this involves a team that's been slightly modified that you've seen or haven't seen. So I'm just going to get into the battle and you can tell me if you've already seen it. And go. Alright, so this is, like I said, a standard OU. So I have Omastar, Ninjask, Altaria, Sawsbuck, Magneton, Spiritomb. There is no Rapid Spinner on this team, which is a little scary in terms of things like Ninjask, which is, of course, why I switched it in right here, because I'm expecting the Stealth Rocks. I am going to go for the U-turn. I mean, it is the best move, the most obvious move, and granted, when I come back in, it's going to hurt a lot. But what do you know, whatever, it's going to work out fine. So here we go with this Kling Klang. Really, they can't do anything against Magneton. They usually have, like, a return, the gear grind, he used the shift gear, and yeah, shift gear, it does 14% of my damage, and I'm able to easily 2-hit KO with the hidden power of fire. Of course, that crit meant nothing. He had 5 other pokes to take it. Yes. So, Altaria is pretty much a hard counter for this Moltres. The only time it wouldn't be if it has Ancient Power, which I have seen before. So there you go. But nope, only has Air Slash, and I'm able to Roost and pretty much be okay. I would love to get a Toxic on this thing, but instead he switches out, goes into his Lantern. Now, this dude is a Cleric. He does have the Heal Bell, so Toxic isn't going to stay on there very long. I do switch out. I do expect the Ice Beam. I guess that's pretty obvious. And even though I know he has the Claydol, and he can Rapid Spin away my stuff later on, what I want to do is set up my Stealth Rocks and try and set up a layer of Spikes, or Toxic Spikes. So at this point, okay, he's going to Heal Bell. I'm just going to go for my layer Toxic Spikes, kind of his death fodder. Omastar really hasn't done much for me, to be honest. I think the other version of this team is a little better, although Sawsbuck is really good for this team. It brings stuff together, and it kind of fills in some holes in terms of resistances, in terms of attacks, and all of that fun stuff. So, go for the Horn Legion, does jack diddly squat against the Ferroseed, because as we all know, I hate Ferroseeds so much, and I think my old RU team, which is still probably my favorite, my old RU team with Uxie with Knockoff, it's so good against those stupid Violite things. It's just, it works so well, and Ferroseed runs rampant. So anyway, goes into this dude, gets poisoned, and at this point, I should have predicted the Sucker Punch. I was like, you know, I really want to go for the Swords Dance, but I'm like, well, it's not going to kill even if it does, but he gets a crit on the Sucker Punch. Who'd have thought? Yeah. So he gets the crit, and obviously it doesn't matter. It would have been nice to keep the Sawsbuck, because it probably could have done some sweeping, honestly. It would have been faster than the Moltres, I think. I think it would have been faster than Moltres, because the Moltres was Life Orb, not Scarf. Anyway, going to this guy, I'm just going to go for the X-Scissor, does a good amount of damage, and he's going to switch out into this guy. Now, of course, I am Choice Banded, and Toxic is wearing me down. What I could have done after this next move, he's just going to Roost. He's just going to keep roosting. He knows I'm going to die. I should have switched out, left this guy for Death Fodder later. It really didn't matter that much. I mean, hindsight, you know, but whatevs. So this guy's going to die, and at this point, it is 4-3 in my opponent's favor. Now I'm thinking, okay, Spiritomb is pretty decently bulky. I should live a hit, right? No. He just owns me in one hit. I'm like, oh, okay, I should have gone out until Altaria in the first place. Now, I really want to Roost up because I am about half health, and I know I can survive one hit from the Moltres. So this time I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. I do get a crit, which I'm going to say isn't completely, it doesn't really matter that much, because it would have just taken me an extra hit, and I could have easily roosted up and all that. But anyway, goes into this guy. He's going to die to the Flamethrower. I really like having a Flamethrower on this guy. Heal Bell would be nice, but Dragon Pulse Flamethrower is just too good for coverage. So at this point, all I know he can do to me is try and hit me and hope for the flinches. And I do flinch there. I'm like, oh crap, that's why I try and roost to be above health that I was at before. So I do want to roost, and at this point, I want to go for the Toxic. At this point, it is 2-2. He has this guy in his Lantern back, and I do go for the, or not the Lantern, he has the Claydol left. Now, this is kind of a silly move on my part, and it might have changed the outcome if I left it in here. He goes for a Toxic. I think I was predicting that, but I don't know. Anyway, he's going to kill me off, and at this point all I have left is Maltaria. At this health, I know I can kill with a Dragon Pulse. I think my original thought was I couldn't kill with a Dragon Pulse, so I didn't want to get Toxic, but I have Natural Cure, so that's what I should have done in the first place. So now it is one-on-one, and he has this guy, and all I need to do to win is Toxic him and Roost. Toxic, Roost, 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 Roost. But he ends up getting the flinch. Oh, man, that is heartbreaking. So because of that flinch, I'm going to lose the game. It was very close. One more turn and I would have won. But I thought it was a pretty good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Oh, question of the day. Let's see, it's Tuesday as I'm doing this. I asked it last time. Super Bowl. It's a little closer now. Guys have any plans? If not, I really don't care about the Giants or the Patriots. I guess I want the Giants to win just because I don't want the Patriots to win. Yep, that's about it. All right, bye, guys.